I'm 39 years old. I was born in Northampton. I live in Northampton today still. I've got a professional background in financial services. Found my way into politics around 2015. Became a councillor for the first time at Daventry District Council in 2016, and it's gone on from there. And since we became a unitary council here at West Northamptonshire, it's been a very positive experience, and to sit here as the incoming leader of West Northamptonshire Council is a great honour and privilege. So I think we've achieved some really significant milestones during these first 3 years. We've obviously been able to bring together reasonably successfully the 3.5 councils that we had to bring together as a unitary authority. We've just about completed the restructuring of all of the teams across the council, saving tens of millions of pounds of public money in the process. We've secured the hosting rights to the Women's Rugby World Cup in 2025. That's going to be a really exciting event. We've also secured tens of millions of pounds of inward investment into Northampton as the regeneration continues in our principal town in the district, but also continuing to invest and regenerate the market towns around the district. So it's a very exciting journey that we're on. I think we've also remained fiscally disciplined during that time. We've come in on budget during this time, and that's really important, because when we stick to our budgets, that means that we have positive choices to make in future years as to where we direct our money. So we've been able to do things like investing more in our roads and building more council homes and addressing some of the public priorities, and I think this coming year we'll be able to do even more of that, and hopefully people will start to see a visible improvement in the roads, which we know are a concern to many. I think we're reaching the end of the beginning of West Northamptonshire Council. We're moving into phase 2, and that's going to mean a real laser focus on what we call transformation. That means productivity initiatives, best use of IT and artificial intelligence, as well as different structures within the council and how we deliver services to people. From a public perspective, that should mean services that are easier to interact with, and from the council's point of view, more cost effective to deliver to people. As a council leader, I'm relatively young still. I think that brings a different perspective. I think it brings some energy, some enthusiasm. I've got a real passion for the area, having been born here. My son was born in Northampton. I'm bringing up my family here, and at the same time I've got 8 years of experience in local government and experience as a financial services professional. So I've got 2 strong sets of experience to bring to the role, as well as an absolute passion for delivering for the area where my family are from and where I'm bringing up my own family. So it's that ability to focus on the areas that matter most to the people that I'm serving, I believe, and I'm always conscious of the fact that I've got 425,000 or so bosses out there who are expecting me to deliver on behalf of them for the council, and to deliver really excellent services on their behalf. So I want to be an open council that serves people with a sense of humility and duty, and that sense of public service I hope will shine through for as long as I'm leader. West Northamptonshire is an absolutely wonderful place to live. Our towns have an awful lot to offer. We're continuing to invest in our towns, regenerate them, but we've also got some of the most beautiful villages that you can imagine, real picture postcard places that it's well worth cycling around or driving around to visit. And off the back of that, we are developing place strategies and ways of encouraging inward investment into the District. We're already a centre of excellence for the motorsport industry, for example, and through innovations like the Central Area Growth Board, we hope to attract more inward investment, not just from the UK but from abroad as well, working with strategic partners, and hopefully they'll be able to see just how much West Northamptonshire has to offer, both in terms of being a place to do business and a place to live. There are a number of challenges here in West Northamptonshire, as there are in any local authority area. There are some real pockets of deprivation in Northampton and Daventry especially. If you look at the indices of deprivation that government produces, there are certain areas of both of those towns that need some real TLC, and we've got our anti-poverty strategy that's working towards that. We continue to innovate and provide really targeted support both in Daventry and Northampton to address those needs. I'd be amiss if I didn't say the roads and the potholes need some attention, but there'll be some positive news in the coming weeks, I hope, on that front, that will signify to residents that we take those concerns really seriously. We recognise that we need to invest more in our roads and do more to make sure that people can travel from A to B safely and without concern.